The University Tower chimes ring in another session of Ask the Professor, the show in which you match wits with University of Detroit Mercy professors in an unrehearsed session of questions and answers. I'm your host, Matt Mayo, and let me introduce to you our panel for today. To my left, from the Department of Philosophy, it's Professor Beth Oljar.
Hey, Matt. Good to be here.
What's going on? No papers to grade. Or no keys to work on.
No, I have logic homework in my bag that I need to finish grading.
Well,
so.
whip it out, baby.
That sounds logical.
Come on, you got room.
I know I should probably be doing it while I'm also doing the show, but
I noticed,
No.
like, it wasn't last week, but a couple weeks ago, you're filling out this truth table, like, as you're talking to me and making eye contact, and I'm like, dang, that's good. She's good. I mean, seriously, it was like, yes, no, no, yes, 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 no, no. I was like, whoa.
you could do the same thing with chemistry stuff.
Maybe. We'll see. Professor Dave Chow, I'm going to assume that you brought all these treats.
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's what
Pleasure to have brought the treats and to be
We
here.
need to
As
start
always.
contributing too, you
That's
know?
a
Ask us to
trust-
cough up
Okay,
some money.
right about now, let's just say Nissan's got us covered for at least a couple months. So
Oh, okay, cool.
I've only had one job in the entire month of March,
Wow.
and that's working for Nissan. I've had to turn away 4 or 5 jobs because they are on me like
Wow.
stink on poop. So
Okay, got it. You can always drop that.
What an
later,
image.
right? Yeah.
White on rice. White on rice.
That's a little too obvious. Too obvious.
True.
Too obvious. So,
Watch out,
Playing
Dave. You're
into
the
surrounded by
stereotype
two
there.
people who seem to think similarly.
I know.
Exactly. Thanks for moving the sweets out of the way as I continue around the table to introduce Dean Jocelyn Boryczka joining us again today. Happy to have you.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
wanna
Great
see
to
if
see
I can
It
everybody.
says that now.
Eye contact
I
through the microphones here.
We
Glad
did
to
lock
have
the door,
you.
right?
Yes, we're locked in, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Trapped like rats.
That's right.
So what does this part of the semester feel like at the dean's level? How's that for a question?
It really feels like what it feels like for faculty and students.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you know, that there's a heavy pace, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of excitement. There's, you know, folks are working really hard, and yeah, so I think it really feels the same. Someone asked me, will it start slowing down at the end of March and early April? I'm like, no. I'm like, this is our tax season too, right? We're getting ready for graduation and
true.
everything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up tax season.
No, it's
Honors convocation.
Honors
okay with me.
convocation.
I know what my refunds are, so that's
nice.
Oh, excellent.
I'm actually really glad to hear you say that because every once in a while, throw some people under the bus. In my college, they'll be like, hey, what day is it? What week is it? And I'm like, get the hell out of here. How could you talk that way? Like,
I
mean,
hate you and everything you stand
It's the
for.
busiest time of the year, you know? It's literally the busiest time of the year. So
It
a great
really
day
is.
to have like 3 or 4 inches of snowfall, right? Am I right?
Absolutely. Super fun to
Unless
drive
you
an
have
hour.
a shovel.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what a mess. What a mess. I'm just going to wait for it to melt. Or until someone slips and falls outside my house.
Lawson. Come on, you have 3 kids. Make them work.
I know, they should be doing that.
I've got neighbors like you.
And I live on a corner.
We've got more sidewalk now.
Through the forest of microphones, we're very, very happy to have back Professor Mara Livezey from the Department of Chemistry. So,
Yes, indeed.
yeah, glad
Great
to be here.
Yeah.
And you passed off the little one to
To the
Grandma and
grandparents.
Grandma.
They
Stop
took her
by.
home.
Nice.
They're snuggling her now.
You may never see her again.
You may never see her.
You're right. But they might never see Mara.
I
again.
couldn't believe when you
True.
told me she fights naps, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not your child. Your child fighting a nap?
Right?
I want some
Like,
DNA testing.
not-
who is she learning this from?
Yeah.
Oh, seriously.
Not me.
Seriously.
No, it just happens. I have a
Right?
nephew that was that way. Oh, he
Yeah.
fought
Mutant.
hard.
Classic babies. They're super tired and won't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What can you do?
I don't even know what to say. When I last saw silly Millie, she was fussing a little bit. Did we get to the bottom of that? Was she tired? Is that what it was?
She was tired.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah, I
figured.
brought her inside, rocked her a little bit.
Aw,
She calmed down.
she was so cute. She had a little smile for a couple seconds there. It was really, really cute.
Yeah.
Stuff pouring out. of the
She's
side
our
of her
little
mouth.
lemon drop because of her little onesie that has the lemons
Oh,
on it.
that's
That's what I
right.
call
She's
her.
no longer a lemon drop, sadly. She's much too big for that
grown.
size.
Too big.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a full-blown lemon?
I'll just have to buy lemon size and eat.
As opposed to like
Lemons in newborns, you're
Up
free.
to age 18.
Exactly.
Newspapers. It's
Or I'll do
easier.
it. That would be the other way to
Fantastic.
go.
Professor Jim Tubbs is back from the other side of the marble.
G'day, mate.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Jim.
Pictures were awesome.
Yeah, no, but I still haven't gotten a video yet.
Can we even ask for a one-sentence summary? I mean, it's probably impossible.
It's only a half-hour show.
I'll tell you what I told my sister. While normally trips that you plan for a long time, your expectations are lessened in some way. No,
The
it
opposite.
was really good. You know,
wow,
there was
that's
nothing that was disappointing about it,
Wow.
and the weather was incredible. It did not
like it.
rain on us. Now, this is summer in
Right.
Australia and New Zealand. It did not rain on us until it drizzled our last day on a harbor trip in
gosh.
Sydney, so it really didn't matter.
That's
I want to know who your travel agent is.
Me.
Fortuitous.
Yeah, you
And how is Diane? We have to ask.
Well, she's recovering.
Sure.
She's. I talked to her on the phone just the other day. She's doing. She says hello, by the way. Of
course.
She's doing the questions that we sent. We were sitting in the library on the Carl Princess.
Oh my
And
gosh.
She was on her iPad going to websites, finding questions, and repeating them to me, and then I was editing them and typing them
I love
to
it.
send
did
in to you
answer
guys.
those.
Yeah, we
We
answered
did.
them.
We had a good time doing it.
I think
We
we
had a
owe,
good time
do we,
coming
do
up
we owe
with it.
them a coffee mug? Oh,
An upside down coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
pour it out.
Nice. Excellent. Well, we're glad to have you back in one piece.
And we're also
Thank you.
glad Diane's also recovering.
Good to be
too.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing well.
Yeah, is she putting the barbecue sauce on her ribs too? That's what she said. So.
Jim, you'll have fully adjusted from the time change by the time fall semester starts.
Oh, it
I
took a
assume.
while.
Yeah.
It took a while.
Can only imagine.
Really?
Can only imagine. A man who is currently wearing a toque of unknown origin in the room is Professor Stephen Manning.
Because I was shoveling prior to coming
Yeah.
here. You'd be happy to know.
When I came to
In the
work this
cold.
morning, there was no snow on the ground,
Yeah.
so it was very shocking to me. Very shocking.
Well, that's because you get here at 5 in the morning.
That is exactly correct.
And last summer too.
Not 5, but
Beat the
you know,
snow.
that sort of thing. So I beat the snow this
Yeah.
morning. They saved it off for me. But you were out shoveling. Okay. Well,
Hey,
you know,
wait a minute. I should bring my snow over to you.
I pay people
don't
to
bring
do
snow
That would
across.
be, that would be funny.
Don't do that.
Save it up.
Wheelbarrow.
And the only one that's happy about this is the Arctic dog.
Right.
course.
Of
Love
Yeah,
those.
he is so happy.
Why do I have to come in the house? This is my kind of
This
weather.
is my weather, yeah.
This is
So
my weather.
Happy.
let me ask Professor Heather Hill. I was going to say, what are you doing while Professor Manning is shoveling? But I think you were probably at work
Excellent
teaching.
question.
Well, usually I do help shovel because I actually like shoveling, but I was preoccupied with some other items,
Some business.
perhaps union oriented.
Perhaps.
We do
We
have.
should give you guys our snow blower.
We do have 2 shovels for
Oh.
precisely this
We-
purpose.
We like
Exactly.
the exercise.
Oh,
We
okay.
do.
Frankly, the whole thing is my fault because 2 weekends ago, I believe it was 72, I drained the gas out of my big snowblower. So
Yeah,
I knew
happy
that
spring,
I
everybody.
was going
Yeah,
to
thanks. I thought you put your shovel
Michigan
away.
spring.
Yep.
false spring, as sometimes it is known. So, okay.
We all blame you for this,
Yes,
Matt, so
excellent,
it's okay.
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, folks, this is a program. You can send us questions regarding anything. If you stump the panel, you win a prize. If you don't stump the panel, you win a prize. You can send us the questions in a number of ways. You can email us at atp@udmercy.edu. Find us on Facebook and Instagram, or listen on your favorite smart speaker by asking it to play Ask the Professor at University of Detroit Mercy. Probably by the time this airs, Dave, we're going to have our special little PR push going on.
Oh, yes,
so we
sure,
can
yes.
tease that a little bit and see what happens with it. So, okay. I saw this and I said, I think the ATP crew will have fun with it. It kind of levels the playing field because it's not rapid recall on knowledge. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, it's not long division, is it?
When is
that mean,
anything
Matt?
rapid?
Yeah,
Oh, around here.
Yeah, I think we're,
That's quite the setup there.
Rabbit,
That's quite the
Oh,
setup.
did you say rabbit?
For the Alzheimer's program.
Yeah.
requires rapidity, I wouldn't count on it.
That's right. So, most of us can remember the measles from our childhood. Now, we're not talking about the physical ailment. A measle is a word we read but never heard spoken. The linguist who coined the term measle named it for the mispronunciation of the word M-I-S-L-E-D as misled. Okay? As in mizzled, M-I-Z-Z-L-E-D.
Instead of misled.
Instead of misled. Have you ever been measled by the spelling of a word into thinking that it's pronounced differently? Like, say, misled is pronounced mizzled. Now you know what a measle is. There was a Chronicle blog post under lingua franca Linguist Jeffrey Pullum from Harvard investigated, inspired by a colleague's assumption, this is the most common one according to the people at Harvard, that the word B-I-O-P-I-C can be pronounced two completely different ways with the same meaning. Some people say biopic,
Yeah.
some people
Yes.
say
I do.
myopic, or rhyming with myopic. So I've got a bunch of measles that I'm going to spell for you, and you're going to have to say it in both ways.
But since it's a
Okay.
biographical movie, it should be
Biopic.
biopic, not biopic.
But a lot of people say biopic.
I know, but doesn't it drive you crazy?
Absolutely.
A lot of
And
people
they're
say
all
irregardless.
Oh, should we call it the nuclear one too while we're at it?
Oh, nuclear.
How about
I can't
Well,
even say it.
Nuclear.
that's a little
Don't
different than a
you
measles.
dare.
That's a little
Let's
different.
Jimmy
not
Carter.
go there.
Nuclear.
Oh, well,
Sad.
it was Jimmy.
It's a Southern thing, isn't it?
It was Jimmy.
Every president of the modern era has been caught on video saying nuclear. Every
Correct.
single one of them, and it drives me absolutely bonkers.
Library.
Things like that. But let's see if we can ease ourselves in with what I actually think is a really, really tough one. So I'm going to spell the word, and you're going to say it both ways, okay?
Okay.
A-P-P-L-Y.
Aptly.
Aptly
We got it on the first try. Apply and
Nice.
aptly. There is a little side joke on every word. It says, think lemony. Something tastes lemony, something tastes appley.
Saying it the other way.
Oh, but then it would have an E.
It would have an EY.
Exactly.
Just letting you know.
We're getting
Just
pretty
letting you know.
enthusiastic about this here around the
I
table.
know, this is
Feisty, I tell you.
One way to pronounce these.
A-M-P-H-I-T-H-E-A-T-E-R.
Amphitheater.
And
Amphitheater.
basically, an ampith eater would be a monster that eats amphiths.
Ampith.
Yeah,
What-
I
what are
just
amphiths?
letting you know.
I don't know. I thought you were going to bring one back for us.
This is, yeah.
They're all over
No,
Australia.
I wanted to bring a koala with. They wouldn't let me.
You tried, I'm sure.
They're too messy anyway.
Little claws, it'd be pretty sure.
How about B-A-R-F-L-Y?
Barfly.
Barfly and Barfly.
Barfley.
Barfly.
Barfley.
Because don't you want to do things in a
We've all been
barfly kind of
barfly.
way?
Like
No,
you're in a
absolutely.
barf-like way?
That
Yes.
but think about times when you've had too much to drink.
Yes.
Well,
you're in a barfly
I was
kind of
definitely
way.
barfly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank
I
you.
was really
Barfly.
I was so
Because you
barfly.
were a barfly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
after,
You're not
after
unrelated.
being a barfly, you are barfly.
All right, we're all getting a little out of hand
This is
here.
good, though. This is good. This is
Saying
exactly
it.
what I was hoping this list would do here. How about B-A-R-R-O-O-M?
Barroom.
Baroom.
Baroom.
Baroom. It's sort of like baroom, basically. It's like a
Make
big
these
sound.
sound
Yeah.
effects.
That's right. The article goes on for many of these and basically alludes to the fact that you can get to a pronunciation that actually brings a different meaning to the exact same word over time. And these have only been around. They were labeled measles in the late 90s, so it's really a very, very new concept. But there's
Well, now the disease has actually made a comeback.
Thanks a lot.
Because
Correct.
anti-vaxxers.
no comment. No comment.
Yes, indeed.
10%.
We had eradicated this, but
10% of the state of Michigan will vote for RFK Jr. in the last poll. 10%.
oh my god.
Fantastic.
Canada?
Going back to the question set.
One of them has just visited Ann Arbor.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. B-O-A-T-H-O-U-S-E.
Boathouse.
But,
Boat at house?
Bothus?
Boathos. Boathos.
Boathos is sort of like, is it a piece of clothing that a boa constrictor would wear?
No, it's like-
it doesn't make any sense.
I want to
yeah.
wear both of those.
Oh, you just brought a third level to it. That's
like-
awesome.
Both of them. Say both of them instead of
Both of those.
Boathos.
I want to wear both of those.
I
Do you
don't
want the
even.
cookie or the donut?
You want one of those? No, I want both of those. All right,
How
I'm gonna-
about C-O-D-E-N-A-M-E-D?
code named.
Codenamed or
Cod enami.
That's a sushi, right? Yes, a sushi, isn't it?
Spell it again.
C-O-D-E-N-A-M-E-D. We have codenamed, and we also have.
It's something you get noble fish on Saturdays.
how's the Kodamami prepared this evening?
Raw,
It
very
says
raw.
something here about someone co-denoming you. I mean, you
Oh,
think about it.
co-demoning you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh, oh,
these
oh,
actually, I mean,
Co-deeming.
There are
They're
words,
helping-
we all have words where
helping
it's
to
like
demon
you're not
you.
sure how to pronounce it or that you've heard it
Oh, they're
one but two ways.
They're
These are
co-demoning
not
you.
that. These are people who don't know how to read.
It is entirely possible that that's true. However, it's interesting when it gets locked in your brain
So
as something
you're
you've never
a
heard
demon,
before. You
And
know,
I'm gonna make you a demon.
co-demoning.
So you're co-demons.
Cool.
Yeah, because I really want you to be.
Assistant.
demon.
So
Well,
get
we're
both of
both
these.
to the
Witches,
co-demon.
so that would be,
Let's do another one here because these only
This
get.
is hysterical.
I'm doing them alphabetical, but they
God.
only get wilder. COWORKER.
Co-worker.
Co-worker.
Cow worker.
You could be a cow worker. What does a cow worker do?
Milk the
Says
cow.
only use if you want your cows orked.
Ooh.
I don't even know
like
what to say
tipping,
about
Cow
that.
that
tipping
irks
them
you?
over.
I
when
have
they're
not
sleeping.
worked
That's
my
right.
cow.
It's tipping,
I don't-
cow
yeah.
tipping.
It's cow tipping.
Didn't know you had a cow, Jim.
Don't have a cow.
Oh my
Don't have a
gosh.
cow, man. Bart Simpson.
Mara, what do you think about INFRARED?
Infrared.
Infrared is definitely one of them.
Infrared.
Red. Ed.
What you get when someone infrars you. I just infrared.
It's one of the new colors in the
Feeling quite
Pantone chart.
At least
Exactly.
it's not saying that imply and infer can be used interchangeably. Nero Wolfe burned a dictionary because it said you could use imply and infer interchangeably. That's why he's the greatest detective in
There
the
you
world.
go. There you go.
Except for
Who wrote that
Christopher Foyle.
dictionary?
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Couldn't agree
question.
more. Love
How
that
about
photo.
MANSLAUGHTER?
Manslaughter or man's laughter?
Man's laughter is what it sounds like.
Manslaughter.
Very different from women's laughter. Yeah,
Like
that's-
mansplaining
Yes.
Yes.
or
Something like that.
manspreading.
Ooh.
When I read that one, the first thing I thought of was the Dark Knight movie because the Joker was riding in a semi that said "Laughter, the best medicine," but he spray painted an S over the front of it. So that was the first thing that I thought of.
Gotta have some laughter in a slaughterhouse.
How about MENSWEAR?
Menswear.
Men swear.
Menswear, yeah.
All the time.
It says they sure do right next to it. Yeah, exactly.
As
often as possible.
We know the words.
Oh my God, this is I don't even know where to go here. Let's see. MINISERIES.
Mini.
Minuscule?
Was it miniseries?
Miniseries would be what I would think of,
Miniseries.
but it's the plural of minisery. apparently.
Minisery.
Miniseries.
Okay.
Yep,
Is that like a meniscus? No,
something like that.
I
yep.
guess.
Let's see. Okay, let's play it cool here. We're all academics,
Adults.
okay? We're all adults.
Right.
MOLESTER.
Molester.
Okay.
Mole star.
Or a subterranean hamster is what it says here. I just
It's a Taylor Swift of the underworld.
and this is one that's right at the top for me. You can joke about maybe the people are misread a little bit or something, but this, honest to God, you can see it both different ways. You just need to turn it on and off in your brain. MOPED.
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 Moped or
Or
moped.
moped.
It's the exact same word, right? So
Yeah.
it's just about the way you pronounce it that really changes that. Yes,
This is moping weather, kind of.
Yeah.
it sort of is,
It's kind
unfortunately.
of moped
yeah.
weather too.
Whether you don't want to ride your moped in.
Right.
I'm going to go back to Mara for this one because it's a
Are they
classic
picking on you?
old school name for a mineral that we use all the time. POTASH.
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 Potash is what it says here, but potash. Yes,
Potash.
it's potassium nitrate. I think. Boy, is that weird. And seriously, this is on the other side. Like, who would? POTHOLE
Pothole?
or
Pothole?
Pathole.
Pathole?
Pathole.
I don't know. I
Sounds
just
like a great soup.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, I was watching the season premiere of Top Chef last night, and one of the winning dishes was actually a pozole, and that actually made me think
oh,
of
see,
yeah.
see,
yeah.
there we go.
There we
It
go.
actually looked
Pathole.
really good.
Pathole.
Oh man,
Yeah, I like
Pathole.
I will
Maybe
not
that's how he spelled it.
call out the
Yeah,
one of my sons who was reading to me lately and got this one spot on. REDRAWING.
Red.
I'm looking in Dave's direction now.
Red.
Redrawing.
Redrawing
Or
or
red roll.
red drawing?
drawing.
Yeah, it's sort of like, why were they
I don't
red
wanna know
drawing
what
that
that
thing?
was.
No,
It's
you
like,
don't.
No, I don't want to know
Sounds
much
like
more about
red
that.
rum from Shining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Red rum.
Red rock.
Oh, red rock in a tree out there?
What's going on?
What?
Oh my lord.
Squirrel.
Yes. How about RIVERBED?
Riverbed.
Reverbed.
Reverb.
Reverb.
Some- I don't know why you would say re with an RI. That doesn't make
Yeah,
any
this
sense.
is,
Verb.
this is like a reading comprehension
It is.
issue.
It's like,
It is.
That would be,
where's Evelyn Wood when we need her right about now, you know?
Oh, seriously.
that would be a person who, a guitarist who didn't read very much.
Sure, sure.
All right.
How about SHELFREADING
Shelf reading.
Reading?
What?
or shelf
Shelf
reading?
reading.
Shelf reading.
Do your shells need to be freeded? I don't know. I just
Freeded.
what is freeding? I have no
Go out
idea.
freed mine
Freedom,
regularly.
giving them freedom.
On my moped.
On your moped, yeah, you're moping on your moped, absolutely. How about SUNDRY?
Sundry.
Dry.
Yeah, it says you could read sundry topics on or sundry tomatoes. I can't even
Right.
say it
I
without.
want a sun. I have sundries that I want to sun dry.
No, 100%. Yes. Oh, and by the way, this is a hardcore linguist at Harvard. He also has listed SUNDRIED. Is this the preterite tense
Sundry.
of just sundry? Like, oh my
Sundries.
God! Like,
Sundry.
if
Can
I
you
ever
sundry
get that
something?
nitpicky, just smack me right upside down.
Somebody's got too much
You
time on their
probably
hands at
are
Harvard.
when it comes to organic chemistry.
I mean,
Is there
not
a verb
really, you
form
know,
of sundry? Is there a verb form of
actually,
sundry?
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Oh man, I don't know.
Only me.
Ooh, now you got me
TRIPHAMMER.
Trip hammer. That's what it sounded like.
Trip
Spelling.
hammer?
Trifammer.
Oh, the
Trifammer.
three fammers in one is the other definition. Yeah, is that even a thing? Yes.
Those who fam.
Man.
Yeah.
Those your fan.
UNDERFED.
Underfed.
Under.
That just sounds great. Oh,
It's
I'm
like
feeling
you-
a little underfed.
Or
today,
it's
you
like
know?
unearthed.
How many more of these are there?
Unjerked.
There's just a couple.
Personally, so.
Thanks for asking.
We are on you, Stephen. We are on you.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my gosh. UNDERMINED.
Undermined.
Yes.
Or
Undermined.
Undermined.
Dermond, yes. Has not yet been dermond.
Undermined.
I'm definitely going again in Mara's direction. UNIONIZED.
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 Yes. Or
Sorry, what-
unionized.
Or unionized.
That's
Careful,
unionized or
Interesting, you went in Moira's
unionized.
direction.
Well, you know, I could have gone
Yeah,
in
that's
Heather
fine.
and
Look,
Mara's
you
direction.
show up and
These are very challenging for someone with like a massive lack of sleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to draw it out because I can't see the
It
word.
Yeah.
is.
It's
It's
tough.
Yeah.
You're
It's
in
tough.
the air.
how do you guys feel? I'm
We
really,
needed pen and paper.
Are you
for
writing
this
them
one.
down? Is
I
that how
do,
you're doing?
I'm
Oh,
writing.
yeah.
No,
you
he's
did.
drawing pictures of everything you guys are saying.
Right.
You
Ouch.
had
There's a
baby.
cow.
Under.
You decided
there
to
is.
have a baby, my dear.
This is
This
true.
is why you have you haven't had any sleep.
Gosh.
Struggling.
Mind you, in 18 years, you could at least turn it back.
So we'll be on the lookout for psychotic breaks,
Yes, excellent.
just in case.
Not enough hot sauce.
Let's just do a couple
Let's keep
more.
going here, man.
WARPLANE.
Warp.
Warplane.
Warplane.
Warplane or the warp
Warp
lane.
lane.
Maybe that's where the
The
Starship
warp
Enterprise.
lane.
You know,
Yeah,
just-
that's right.
Is that where you go
The
into
warp
speed?
lane.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, I want to
Merge.
be in that
Merge
lane.
into it, that's all.
Time warp.
Stay in your own lane. Get in the warp lane.
Or just drive on a freeway in Detroit.
Yes,
my
that is a
gosh.
warp
The
lane.
warp lane.
They're all
Yeah.
warp lanes.
Yep.
The lodge is full of them.
The last one
But
is
you have people going 40 and people going 90, which is pretty much a
Yeah.
recipe for disaster.
Well, Beth, you know how Detroit is. You know, all the freeways are named for the speed you should be driving.
oh 100% 696.
Yeah, I-75, US 10,
94.
696
96.
makes the
75.
Indy 500 look like a Roman chariot race. That's
I
all I
know.
got to say.
The inner city Autobahn.
Yeah, let's finish with a here at the end. Watershed.
Watershed.
Watersh.
Watersh.
Or at the water's head is what it's listed here. So, yeah, you
Water's
did
head.
you did pretty well. I
I
think
like
that was
I like
pretty
Watersh
awesome.
better.
Now you all have the measles, and
I have a comforting message for all of you. One of the towns that we were in New Zealand, I was walking down the main street, and there, I think it was the National Bank of New Zealand, had a big sign in the window that said, dementia-friendly banking. This
Love
might be
it.
my place.
that's actually pretty
That's
nice.
great.
I gotta say,
That's
nice.
lovely.
Very inclusive.
Well,
Yes.
and did you
That
see
is.
signs about the national bird of New Zealand, which won the contest? It was the Poo Teki Teki.
Well,
John Oliver basically made sure that that bird was going to win the bird of the year for New Zealand, which is like a huge deal.
it's a
in
big
that-
deal down there, right?
in that country.
I think I saw that bird at one of the places we
They're
were.
pretty. It's a really
What,
ugly
yeah,
looking bird.
Yeah.
third night dinner? Oh,
But they have some beautiful parrots, just all colors,
Awesome.
and some of them are very smart and like to pester people.
Okay, we are going with just about 5 minutes left in the show
okay.
to the list of Burroughs family imponderables.
boy.
Oh, imponderable.
And you are being asked to get highly conceptual.
Oh, good.
Favorite
Makes me happy.
unfilled bucket item. Something you haven't done, but you
A
intend
bucket
to
list
do.
motherhood. No.
I only have a reverse bucket list of things that I won't do anymore, or people I won't have anything to do with.
That's your reverse
My
bucket
reverse
list?
bucket list.
I mean, it's very stereotypical, but I'll get you all going with. I've never been to New England during the fall. I just feel like that's something that has to happen. But I'm an educator, so I'm going to have to wait a few decades, you know. So
It's called a conference.
yeah, well, yeah, sure, but
Okay, I
Matt, we
wanna go
have
to Machu Picchu.
sabbaticals.
we do,
Yeah.
from what I hear. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I abused my first sabbatical after 22 years last year. So I got to do that again. sometime
Yes,
soon.
yes.
Yeah,
Something that we haven't done, but are
is on your bucket list.
I want to go to Machu Picchu.
Okay, there you go.
Nice,
There you go.
nice.
You got a pregame for like a solid half week to
I
be
know.
ready for that air.
I
From what I
know.
hear.
Yep.
I think I
Lots of
mentioned it to you.
aspirin.
I did go to Peru. I was in Lima last year, but it was sort of for a mission trip, and we got this very sternly worded email about 2 months ahead of time. All right, look, we hear that a bunch of you are going to go to Machu Picchu. You're doing that after the mission trip because we don't need your butts dragging on the ground the whole week you're here as you recover.
You need to
from-
work.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So people had to do it after the trip.
swimming in the Caribbean.
That sounds like a lot of very warm fun.
It's
Yes,
great.
it does. Or swimming in some ocean like it before I
Oh,
died.
okay,
It's
yeah,
that
that makes
warm.
sense.
The
Absolutely.
Pacific was not
Yeah.
that warm in Hawaii.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I've been torn on mine for a while, but I think that I've come to the conclusion that I do want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Oh wow, that's a big
So
deal.
I have
Steve
been there,
did it?
Achille, but did you do it? That's right, you did do it. Yeah.
That's a big
so
deal.
maybe I could just exchange and say I did it and just borrow from you.
I know
If
someone
you-
who did it.
I know someone. Yeah, I know a lot of people who've done it.
If you pay my way, I'll go with you.
Guy.
No.
Okay.
She doesn't want to climb it that bad.
It's just the paying part. I'd love to do it with you, but no. But I think I'm going to do it. Although, the environmental degradation to the
Right.
Mount Kilimanjaro,
Right.
that's always been a struggle for me.
Sure.
But I think it's come back on the list.
And there's probably less
a good
less snow at the top now than there was when I
Oh,
did it.
for
That was
sure.
only 5 years ago,
5
4 or
years,
5 years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
You've heard about Everest. That,
Decreasing.
in order to climb up, you have to take some trash down now.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
as you
Well,
go
maybe
up,
they're going to do that on Kili.
Oh wow.
maybe. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
have to take, I think 40 pounds down with you now?
Sounds about right.
40?
That's a
Oh,
lot.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if mountain climbing, that's a
So it's
lot.
like a carbon tax. But
And they
it's
finally
a garbage
started
tax.
limiting how many people can do this.
Yes.
A couple of years ago, remember those lines we saw? It was like the line at the grocery store.
Yeah,
Huge
it was
long
bad.
line of people, and
Waiting to get to the top.
it was terrible.
Yeah.
Professor Hill, do you have something to add to the list?
Can I pass for right now?
course you
I mean,
can.
There's so many things on my list.
Is there any
you know.
seed-related things that you
Well,
haven't
you know,
done?
actually, I've been meaning to get my master gardener's.
Aha!
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
You should talk to my wife. She's thinking about it too.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Gotta
time.
do it.
Heather, have
I
you
will
seen
do
the
it.
thing that they're doing on Belle Isle? They had a master gardener do one of the layouts in
That's
front of
right.
the conservatory.
That's right, in front of the new conservatory.
Very nice.
The scaffolding came down.
Yes.
That's right.
And my wife works down there all the time now.
Mm-hmm.
At Dawson.
Yeah.
So
So at some
Alright.
point, I will do that.
I have one that's like fairly achievable, so I'll choose that one.
waking up in the morning?
Getting a night's sleep.
Nope.
You're right. That didn't
Just
happen.
eating at a Michelin star restaurant.
Oh, that's a great idea.
yeah.
That's a great idea.
Wonderful.
I love food, and like, why haven't I done this already? I just need to do it.
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah,
Standing.
that's,
Yeah.
Nice.
For a second there with the build-up, I thought it was going to be like visit Clausen, but I'm pretty sure you've actually checked that one off the list.
It happens. I've been there a couple times.
rumor has it.
Are there any Michelin star restaurants in the state of Michigan?
No.
I feel like there's a Michelin star
No, not
bakery or
Okay.
something,
No,
or
no, there's-
maybe just one. The
No, there's lots of James Beard.
sorry, James Beard.
James Beard winners.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I was
Michelin.
thinking. Yeah,
It is real tough to get one of
Head
those.
to Chicago.
I'll just need it. Okay,
There we
Chicago,
go.
New York.
I'll just
There
try
we go.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Have we heard from everybody?
No.
Dave?
I've always been one of those people that if I want to go do it, I just go do it. Skydiving, spelunking, cliff diving, bungee. I'm starting to run out of things to do.
Spelunk diving?
On my list.
Yeah, that's it. Spelunk diving.
And then you-
Bungee diving. Oh, I don't know.
Thanks.
Um,
What do you think?
actually, talking to Jim, I mean, for my 30th, I was supposed to go to New Zealand and go snowboard on my birthday.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. My brother decided to get married.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. It's
Brothers.
back on.
It's back
There we
on
go.
now, so yeah.
Brothers.
Family.
So, yeah, can't
Take
pick
Jim
them.
with you.
Yeah,
Why?
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can't
wanna
live
see
with them,
them.
can't shoot them.
You want to bet?
I know.
1 out of 2.
Okay, okay. I'm
Hate
afraid,
myself.
everybody, that we have exhausted all the time we have for this
Steven
show.
hasn't said what he
Stevens didn't say it?
No.
What's on your list,
You didn't
Stephen?
either.
I
Yeah.
thought she did. She's going to be a master gardener.
Oh, Master
Achievable.
Gardener. Play a round of golf at Augusta.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a
With
good
the
one.
Masters coming up, that's a pretty good goal. You can watch the TV or fly over or something.
But you
between,
don't
maybe.
have to get
Yeah.
the tacky green jacket at the end.
Yes, he
I'm
does.
just wondering if there'll be a single azalea in bloom.
I would not win, so no green jacket.
No, that's a good one.
question.
That's a good
But I
one.
will have a pimento sandwich.
There you go.
Ah.
Pimento
Yes,
cheese.
Pimento cheese.
The time has come, I'm afraid, professors, to say goodbye. Heather.
Bye-bye.
Stephen.
Goodbye.
Jim.
Goodbye.
Mara.
See you later.
Jacqueline.
See you later.
Dave.
See ya.
And Beth.
Bye.
And now these words from University of Detroit Mercy.
You can email Ask the Professor at atp@udmercy.edu or visit the Ask the Professor Facebook page.
Ask the Professor is produced and directed by Michael Jason and Brian Masonville, and our executive producer is Professor Jason Roach. Until next week, I'm your host, Matt Mayo.